34 minutes past 7 o'clock on 99 FM. You probably heard that my Royal Hustler for this morning is very excited to get on board. And she's just telling me about how she used to kick our butts at the UNAM basketball courts while playing for the Tomahawks. I'm joined by the founder and initiator, creative behind Mekenificent Wellness Namindo is joining us in the studio for this morning in our Royal Hustler. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Shay. It's so good to be here.
Just now you were telling your followers on social media about how a pink roller saved your life this morning.
I have a situation with my hair a lot of times. I can never really do proper hair.
Yeah.
But, and today, like many days when I have to go and do something important, my hair is always the last thing really to be done. Yeah. And I had to ask you, please, can I just go and fix my hair?
And let me tell you, you did a great job.
Thank you.
You did a great job.
So I was wondering now, what am I going to do? Okay, I don't have anything. Just for me to find a pink roller in my bag.
Yeah.
And it saved me.
Yes.
So excited.
Did a great job. Let's start at the beginning, Meke. A lot of people have perhaps interacted, seen the brand Mekenificent, but don't know much about the woman behind it. Tell us about your background, your upbringing.
All right. Okay, my name is Meke Namindo. I am the second daughter. No, I'm the first daughter of my father, actually. I'm sorry, Dad, I love you. I'm the first daughter of my father. I have a big brother, then comes me, a brother, and a sister. Mm-hmm. I was born in Zambia, and my childhood was all over the place, really. Mm-hmm. Partly in Zambia, and then we moved to Namibia, lived in Windhoek for a little bit, and then I was sent to the north, and I had to stay there for a bit, but unfortunately my mother died, and then I was almost gonna be living in the north, and it was just a little bit different from me. And I then worked my way. As a child already, I was like, this is not my space. I don't like this space so much. I have to go and find my father. So then I moved back on my own ways. I found my ways and actually went and found my father, and then I was living with my father from there on.
Wow, so you were raised by daddy?
I was raised by daddy.
Yeah,
I'm daddy's girl.
What did you want to be as a young girl?
To be honest with you, I knew I wanted to do something big, because even now my grandmother would say, I would often say that, Grandma, when I'm grown, I'm gonna do something for you, something big. I didn't know what exactly it was, but I knew that I wanted to do something greater. Only now I'm realizing what it was, you know. And even as I'm growing, I just knew that I'm meant to do something big, you know, and I didn't know what exactly it was.
Okay. Yeah. Now, was this the time when you were in primary school and were you a straight A student? Did you have the books right behind you? Were you good at that?
Yeah. To be honest with you, I am an A+ student. I'm not like a bookworm. I'm not the type of person that you find in the library like studying hard. Because I later on found out that I actually have what they call you know, the type of brain that absorbs everything. What do they call it?
We'll Google it later.
Yeah, I totally forgot the word. How can I forget the term now? This is my brain. Like a photographic memory.
Oh, photographic memory. Yes, you visually see and it sticks. Yes.
I do not study like the way people study, and actually my brain absorbs a lot of things. Like, even as I'm sitting here, when I come in here without paying attention, I
already absorbing.
Like,
yes.
Everything here, you can ask me what is in each corner. I'll be able to tell you. And like even a few months from now, if you ask me what was in that position, what color was that couch, and so on, I'll be able to tell you. So I have that type of brain. So when I read, I actually just browse
through.
Yes. Yeah, I browse through, and then I sleep. And as I'm sleeping, it's like the book comes back again. I
see you, man.
Yeah.
I see you.
So
I am for greatness.
Yeah,
even the
I
brain.
am an A+ student. I am one of the students that actually have put my previous schools also on the map, academic as well.
Please tell us which schools and spaces you were educated in.
Yeah. So, you know, when I came from the north, I came in the middle of the year, so I didn't have a space for school. So I actually went to a school, proud of it up to now, at Jacob Marengo. May his soul rest in peace, the former Miss Abrams school.
Miss Abrams.
I put that school on the map.
Wow.
And then as a top student.
Wow.
Because I was getting high marks. It was actually very new in the school. And while I was there, I actually also took part in the competition, which was called What Namibia's Independence Meant to Me. And it made it in the newspaper.
Wow. At that time already.
At that time already.
Yeah.
And I went with my daddy and we took a picture. I got some money. I don't remember how much it was. I have to go ask my father again because I don't know where that money went. But that essay actually got published in the newspaper. And it was at that time that I actually, without knowing, I was actually a writer already. As you would actually know now, I'm an author.
Yes.
And it's things like that you don't know.
Happened that time, but
it happened
fall
that
in
time.
place.
Only later on you realize what actually was with you.
You're getting me goosebumps here. Let's talk about, you have a brand called Mekenificent, and it would make one think that perhaps in your past you had that entrepreneurial spirit already. But you mentioned to us that you were very determined that you don't want to be in the north. You did your own hustle and got to where you wanted to be. Did you have a side hustle as a young girl, especially during the time of high school, maybe tertiary after that? What was your side hustle? How did you...
You know, there was a time I used to think that my first side hustle was when I was selling eggs, and because I wanted to make extra money. But I actually later on, when I was thinking about it, my first hustle was actually when I used to go and pack people's groceries in the supermarket so that I can make extra money, but to go and buy sausages.
Yeah, to Moscow sell again.
It's like I'll go there, help the people, pack and whatever, and then as soon as I make enough money that I want for that time, I'll just go and buy sausages and I'm gone. I'm like, douches.
You're the owner and founder of Mekenificent Fitness. Tell us about Mekenificent and how you find yourself in this particular space.
Okay. Mekenificent, I wouldn't label it now anymore as just Mekenificent Fitness because it has grown so much. Yes, it used to be what did I call it? I used to call it something else, but yes, it started as a boot camp. As a former athlete, I grew very fond of sports, and I went on and I actually studied more, did a lot of research and did a lot of reading, and actually just craft my my art. And Mekenificent is actually now like a renowned company. It's one of the companies that people should be proud of in Namibia. It's not just fitness anymore. It's a whole wellness center. And it doesn't only do sports. It's got a restaurant, it's got a spa, and it's got a gym, and it also has crafts. So it's actually a company that is as small, I don't want to call my company small, as young as it is, it's actually done a lot for the community already. So even during the lockdown, I kept people and vendors actually having, I could say employed, because they were having an income
during the time.
Because I used my resources. We went out in the fields and we saw people who were in need. Instead of us giving them handouts, we were getting their goods and actually encouraging them to work during the lockdown, and then we get their products and we create a market for them. So Mekenificent is not just fitness now. It's a big company.
It's completely grown.
It has grown. I used to employ over 10 employees, but unfortunately, because of the new changes, I had to retrench like 6 employees. That's a lot. But I'm also now slowly getting them
recovering
back
and
recovering some of the positions back again. Yeah.
What motivates you, Meke? What's that thing that, when a person looks at you, for me, I've always experienced you, especially from my teenage years, on the basketball court. I'd see you here and there in the social spaces, and there's always a drive around you. There's always a fire, a spark, like you're always ready to go. What's that thing that keeps you up, that keeps you going, that's got you moving forward?
There's To be honest with you, I just feel like I want to make an impact in Namibia. I want to prove a point that you can actually grow something from nothing without the help, like financial. Because sometimes we say, no, there's no support. And you will see me writing about my stories on my pages a lot of times. Like, yeah, I used to ask my father to give me money, or I will ask people to invest, or I go here. But then eventually I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show our country that you can actually do something without all the resources that we think we need now. You can build bit by bit, put your small resources that you generate, and then you build this, and then it brings more funds, and then you do that. So that motivates me, especially. What motivates me even more now is knowing that when end of the month, I'm putting bread on people's tables. Not only for myself, it's not only my hustle, it's for everybody else, you know? So when I'm employing 10 people, for me, that's like impacting more than 20 people. Because when you're employing a Namibian who lives in somebody's house, especially black families, that is like 5 other people, you know? So for me, that helps a lot, you know? And as a fitness instructor, when I impact people through fitness, I'm giving you extra life to your life.
Yeah, you're giving healthy wealth. Yes, you are.
Yeah, I'm giving you wealth, you know. So, and even when with the restaurant, our style is so different. It's introducing Namibians to a different kind of taste buds, you know, enjoying healthy food that tastes good. So it's and with therapy and crafts, it's
a whole healing space.
It's a whole healing space.
Absolutely,
it's a vibe.
It's a vibe. Success. What does it mean to you?
For me, success. What does it mean? It's I've thought of this question, like success. I think I can definitely say I'm successful right now. You know, it's not about having millions of dollars in an account. It's not about driving very expensive cars. I think I'm successful because the way I started my business is in the other way around. I was giving back instead of generating money, you know. So that for me is successful. You know, I was doing voluntary work, giving back and just taking care of people first before I made the money, you know. So that for me is successful.
We're going to wrap things up in a little bit, but before I let you go, I'd like to ask, are you excited about Namibia?
I am very excited about Namibia. I have high confidence in Namibia and Namibians. Many times you'll find me, I can take people on, like 10 people on social media if they are bashing Namibia, and I will tell them, listen here, we are going to build this country no matter what. We don't care if you don't believe in yourself or you don't believe in our people, you don't believe in Namibians, be it black or white. I believe in Namibians. We might have had our shortfalls, we might have had our circumstances, but I believe in Namibia and I believe in Namibians, and I know together we can build this country. Absolutely. There's a lot of negativity going on with so many things that happens. We're not going to get into details with some of these things, but we must remember that Namibia can only be built by Namibians. We can solve our own problems. We have the solutions. We just need to move out of this negativity and thinking that somebody else is going to come and save us. Nobody's going to come and save Namibia. We have to do it. It's a country. You know, doesn't matter what political affiliations you have, or Christianity or religions or whatever. We have to build Namibia together. Crying won't help. Okay?
And we need to listen to people with that attitude more, because that sort of sparks hope in other people, in other Namibians, to say, guys, have faith. We are resilient as Namibians, and we will. This too shall pass.
It shall pass. And no matter what, there's going to be challenges. And you know, you need to be excited when there's challenges, because it actually wakes your eyes, and you will know what to do from the previous mistakes. And no matter how long it takes, our previous seniors or the ancestors or people who have done what they have done that. It's okay, but we are the generation now.
It's the now.
We are the now, and we need to pave the way for the future, for the next generation.
Meke, you're on fire. Thank you so much. Listen, you need to give us the social media handles, just in case, you know, somebody's is thinking they'd love to be in a wellness space that can give them growth, such as Mekenificent, and also just experience the brand too. So let us know where we can follow Mekenificent as well as yourself.
Okay, you can follow me on all social media platforms, and the handles are at Mekenificent, both on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook.
Okay.
Or you can just also send me a friendship request on my personal account, Meke Namindo, but it's getting full, so I'm gonna check who's not active so that I can unfriend them.
If you want to say friends on social media, you gotta support the brand also,
you know
right?
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Meke, thank you so much for joining me this morning. It's been absolute fun having you here.
Thank you so much.
If we can feel this energy on air here, I'm sure that brightness is also brought through your brand as well as what you do for Namibians. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Shay. I enjoyed coming here. I hope we will do it again. And I want to invite the entire 99 FM to our wellness center.
Tyro, our camera guy, is in the studio. He's just looking at his phone. When Meke looked at him, he looked away.
It's gonna be a full day wellness where you will start with fitness, and then we're gonna feed you, and then we're going to give you massage therapy so that you can actually experience a whole total wellness experience.
No, we'd love to absolutely participate. Just let us know when. Thank you so much, Meke.
Awesome stuff.
Yo, head on over to social media at Mekenificent, Instagram, Facebook, as well as Twitter. And she says that if there's still room, she's still accepting friend requests on Facebook. That's Meke Namindo, the founder and owner of Mekenificent Wellness. Not fitness anymore. The brand has grown, all right? Let's get right back into business. Brought to you by the Namibia Trade Network. That's a wrap of your Royal Hustler on 99.